Shalom. First of all, I think of all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers are there putting out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep into you, brothers and sisters. Tuning in, Shalom. Today's lesson is titled, Keep in Mind, Esau Finna Perish. Let me repeat that. Keep in mind, Esau, the so-called white man, is going to perish. And this is a joyful thing here for all of us who are in this truth, okay? Now, you seen this video here in the background here. I was driving yesterday and I saw this cloud. This is in El Paso, Texas. And cloudless day, except this cloud was in the sky. And look at the shape of it. It just looks different. So I just thought I'd pull out the phone and videotape it. Yeah, I took a couple of pictures, still short of it. But this funny shaped cloud here that looks really circular in shape, like a chariot, so to speak, was positioned over what is known as Fort Bliss, a military base out here. Kind of weird, but I just thought I'd just take it. But you'll see some other background videos as we go through this lesson. Now, again, as I mentioned before, keep in mind, Esau, the so-called white man, finna perish. Let's start off with the first book. Yeah, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon table, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. Now today you have the WEF meeting that's going on today. So, brothers are going to stay, watch on what's going to take place with that. As we know, over the last 2 years, the WEF have been talking about what? The implementation of the cashless society, also the implementation, okay, of the RFID microchip, okay, changing the dietary basically the dietary plan for people, making people eat grasshoppers and locusts and insects instead of the meat that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai provided. And they're looking to rein in what they call misinformation, or basically the truth, okay, that the prophets are bringing out in the highway and the byway, basically letting the world know that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to destroy this wicked queendom called Great Babylon America. Okay, there's going to be a clash of all these nations on this earth in what is going to be known as World War III, which we already see starting right now. Great famine and pestilence is going to take hold. Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man led by Amalek, okay, the so-called Jewish conglomerate, is the wicked, the devil that the Bible speaks of, and the Lord is going to use them on the left side, okay, to bring all kinds of hell on this earth. Okay, these are things that right now that are slowly manifesting itself. We as the watchmen, we're seeing it. We're bringing it out to the hopefully lack of Yahshua, Israel, also called Black Americans and Latino. We're letting the wicked of our tribe know, hey, you're lost in the sauce. This man does not care about you. These other tribes do not care about you. Sooner or later, they're going to turn their swords on you and blame you for all of the calamities that's coming on in their life. Basically, Israelites, okay, or Yasharala, us so-called Black Americans and Latinos, are the scapegoats of these other weak-ass tribes here in Great Babylon, America. So it's going to happen. It's going to take place, okay, when we go into the book of Revelations, chapter 13, starting with verse 7, okay, because Esau has the power over the weak-minded, the simple-minded people, okay, those are desiring, okay, his crumbs, okay? Those are desiring for what Esau has to give them, okay? But this does not work, okay, on the saints. This does not work on the hopefully lack of Yasharala. This does not work on the man of the Lord. It says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given unto him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If you hate this man, chances are you're probably written in the book of life. If you despise this man, chances are you're written in the book of life. Chances are you, the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, is dwelling with you. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, so only the saints will believe that the oppressor Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, who has had us in captivity, who has killed us with the sword, who will himself be led into captivity by the people who he held in captivity, which is us, and he will also be put to death by the sword. Okay, everybody else on this earth does not believe that. They believe the so-called white man is simply too powerful to be overcome. But we are letting you know that the Sasquatch, the caveman, okay, this red devil walking around on this earth in great pride, okay, will succumb, okay, under the feet and under the rulership of the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Black Americans and Latino, very, very soon. Let's go into the book of Luke, chapter 16, because we're going to see the terror that we are going to reign on this damn devil, okay, when we are ruling over him really soon, okay? Now, if the process is being built up where the Lord is going to have them implode their queendom, okay, these empires are going to be fighting each other. They're going to slash and cut each other's down, okay, and the Mashiach will return, okay, and finish off the job. Now, here's what's going on with Esau as he is in captivity. There was a certain rich man which was clothed with purple and fine linen and fair sumptuousness every day, which is a so-called white man. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores. And that's us so-called Black Americans and Latino, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table, more with the dogs came and licked his sores, which is these other nations. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes. So this is showing the transition of the current earth right now when Yahushua Mashiach returns, set up his heavenly kingdom, okay, and has his 144,000 governing body on this earth. And in the meantime, the so-called white man is going to be brought down so low to the point to where these other nations are even looking and going, is this the man that made the earth tremble? Because he's going to go back to his caveman type mentality, unga bunga, okay? And it says, and he lifted up his eyes being in torment, so he's still aware. He's aware that he's in hell now, and seeth Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Now, he's not in the actual fire, but the state that the so-called white man is going to be in after his transition from being rulers on this earth is going to be so miserable and so horrible. He's going to be in a constant state of begging for mercy from us. Okay? And it says, but Abraham says, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime received thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. Notice he called him son. You know why? Esau is our elder brother. Okay, but he's a wicked elder brother, okay, and the earth was given into his hands, into rule with the sword, okay, and to be a bloodthirsty, wicked, demonic, murderous thief, okay. We go into the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14, because it describes this man, okay, in his fullness here. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There's none worse than he that envied himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. This man is so selfish and so greedy that he's destroying his own peasants. Look at these crackers around here, man. They're doing worse than Jake's, okay? This is the land of the free and home of the brave, okay, where these so-called white people should be living it up. And here they are right now, scrounging and scrambling, so much so that they got to go on YouTube and TikTok and complain about the fact that groceries is too much for them. Their life is not what they thought it should be, okay? But then we also know about Deuteronomy 30 and 7, where these curses is now going to be transitioning over to them. And that's going to be really fulfilled during the 1,000 reign of the Mashiach, okay, when Esau has to go through his sentence, okay? And it says, and if he do it good, he will do it unwillingly, and at last he will declare his wickedness. The envious man had a wicked eye. He turned away his face and despised men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked dried up his soul. So we know that Esau conquers this earth, okay, for self-gain, greed, you know. He's greedy. He's created to be that way. Now, we were told, when you go into 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, it says, be not equally yoked together with unbelievers, which we see right now. You got people challenging the 12 tribe, okay, not really understanding it. They're challenging the prophets on the highway and the byway, saying that basically we're out there for our own benefit or really to exalt ourselves, which there is no evidence. I download hundreds of videos to upload to a site called Aumcom, which means brothers. And there is no evidence that any brother will go out there that I know of for themselves. Okay? We only go out there and only go and read the scriptures, plain and simple. Okay? And it says, for what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness? The elder brother Monarchus have made it very clear. We don't really give a rat's ass. And there was another brother out there, the other brother Gabaa, who said, and we all feel the same way. If you don't believe, that's your business. We don't care. When all hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble come, when the Lord has sealed his elect to have the exemption of the things that's going to befall the unbelievers and the wicked of our people, okay, we don't give two shits about you. And it's going to be stone cold. You better believe it. If you've never met stone cold motherfuckers before, you are looking and you are hearing the voice of one right now. I will not give a rat's motherfucking ass of a child, a baby, an old man, an old woman, a bitch, a nigger, or anyone that is not exempt. Lord willing, I'm part of the exempt brothers and sisters out there, okay? Because we're not here to convince you. We're here to feed the hopefully lack of Yasharala, Israel, so-called Black Americans. And I think it says, and what concord had a Mashiach with Lyle, or what part had he believed with an infidel? And what agreement had the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, and God had said, I will dwell in them and walk with them, and I will be their God, and they should be my people. Therefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord, Hamashiach, and touch not the unclean thing, that I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and you should be my sons and daughter, said the Lord Almighty. So we don't need to cleave with you. Basically, the Lord has promised that once we are separated from you, mind and body, okay, and he's dwelling with us, that the reward, okay, is going to be great. The reward is life. The reward for you doggone people is death. Okay, so you're not hurting us. We don't give two shits. We will put up another video and another video and another video. You don't pay our bills. You don't feed us. We don't feed you. We don't pay your bills. So your fucking words don't matter. Esau is going into slavery. We hate the fucking doggone Edomites. They're going to they've oppressed us, and they're going to pay a price. Okay, let's go. So with 2 Timothy chapter 4, sound verse 3, it says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust, they shall heap upon themselves teachers having itchy ear. They want to hear the good stuff, the fun stuff. Me, personally, all my life, I like to hear the bad news first. Then if there's a good news, fine. But for the most part, all I've experienced is hell, and I've gotten used to it. I've gotten very, very, very good at adapting to it. Okay? So we like to hear the bad news. Great Babylon America is going to be destroyed. That's good news to us. That's bad news to them. Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, is going to go into slavery under our rulership. And he's going to be humbled horribly for 1,000 years as they reincarnate over and over and over. That's good news to us. Bad news to them. Okay? And it says, and they shall turn their ears from the truth and should be turned unto fables. Yeah, they like to hear it. They think there's going to be a future. Okay? Yeah, we live day to day. But we live day to day waiting for the Mashiach to bust open that sky, bring those chariots down there and fuck this damn place up, plain and simple. And it says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. So the Mashiach is on his way here to take down this damn devil, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. So like I said, keep in mind, Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, is going to perish. Keep in mind, Esau finna perish. Lord willing, the hopefully elect was edified today. I'd like to close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Shemeshah, Bashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles, great most soul, likewise, brothers out there putting up this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom.